Okay, we're going to look at the area between two graphs. Okay, so this is following on from the area between a curve and the x-axis. This is the next lesson that's on from that. Okay, so let's just get straight into it and see how this one's done. So we've got a straight line as so, and we've also got a concave up parabola. And it looks something like that. Okay, now our task is to find the shaded area in here. A couple of things that we'll need to be told. One is the equation of the straight line, and we're given that that's y equals x plus 2. And we'll need to be given the equation of the parabola as well. The equation of the parabola is y equals 4 minus x squared. Okay, now the first thing that we're going to have to do here is to find our limits. Now the limits are given by the points of intersection of the curves. That's the I've marked with the red dots. Now, what can we say? Those 2 points, well, we can say that the y-coordinate of the straight line and the curve is equal there and equal there. So what we can do then is make y equal to y. So we're going to make then x plus 2 equal to 4 minus x squared. Our next move then is to bring everything across here and make it equal to 0. So that'll be x squared plus x plus 2 minus 4 is equal to 0. And now I've got x squared plus x minus 2 is equal to 0. So that's me just brought those two over and changed the sign. Two numbers that multiply give minus 2, add together give 1. That's plus 2 and minus 1, so x plus 2 bracket x minus 1. Okay, x plus 2 equals 0 and x minus 1 equals 0, which will give me x equals minus 2 and x equals 1. Okay, so that's the points of intersection. They occur when x equals minus 2 and x equals 1, so they'll now serve as my limits. Okay, so I'm going to integrate then between the upper limit of 1 and the lower limit of minus 2. Now what I do now is I use a technique called upper minus lower when I'm finding the area in between curves. So in between the upper function and the lower function. Okay, now you'll be awarded a mark potentially for writing that alone. So upper minus lower, get that down as your first line with your upper limit of 1 and your lower limit of minus 2, which is the points that bound the curve in. Okay, so the upper function, well, how do we know which one's the upper function? Well, if you just travel into the curve and travel up, well, you reach the curve at that point. So the upper must be given by 4 minus x squared. And if I travel down, well, that will travel down to the straight line, and the straight line is x plus 2. Okay, so the upper function then is given by the curve, and the lower function is given by the straight line. So between 1 and minus 2, the upper function is the curve 4 minus x squared, and the lower function is a straight line x plus 2. Now since I'm subtracting something that's got multiple terms, I'll need to wrap a bracket around that. That's dead important. Okay, let's now open that up. That'll be 4 minus x squared minus x minus 2. And I'm just going to collect together like terms next. Okay, so between 1 and minus 2. Okay, so I've got 4 minus 2 is 2. I've got minus x squared and minus x, and I'm now going to integrate. Okay, so remember for integration, add 1 onto my power, divide my new power. Remember, if you integrate a constant, it becomes a constant x, so 2 will become 2x. Minus x squared becomes minus x cubed over 3. Minus x becomes minus x squared over 2. Since the number up there is 1, add 1 to your power, divide by new power. And that is between 1 and minus 2. Okay, so that's 2 lots of 1 minus 1 cubed over 3 minus 1 squared over 2, close the bracket, minus open up. I'm going to sub in minus 2. 2 lots of minus 2 minus minus 2 cubed over 3 minus minus 2 squared over 2. Okay, 2 lots of 1 is 2, so it's 2 minus 1/3 minus 1/2 minus 2 lots of minus 2 is minus 4. And then I've got minus 2 cubed, minus 2 times minus 2 times minus 2 is minus 8. Minus 8 times a minus at the front will be plus 8 over 3. And then minus 2 squared is 4, but there's a minus in front, so it's minus 4 over 2, which is just minus 2. Okay. So let's get a common denominator here. So let's write things in sixths. So it's going to be 2 could be written as 12/6 minus 2/6 minus 3/6 minus open up. Let's write things in thirds, but collect these together first of all. So minus 4 minus 2 is minus 6 plus 8 over 3. Okay, so 12/6 take away 2/6 take away 3/6. It's going to be 7/6 minus open up. Let's write this in thirds. Minus 6 will be minus 18 over 3 plus 8 over 3. Okay, so that's 7/6 minus minus 18/3 plus 8/3 is minus 10/3. So I've got 7/6 minus minus 10/3 is plus 10/3. 7/6 plus 26, and that is 27 over 6. I can divide top and bottom by 3, and that will give me a final answer of 9 over 2 square units. Okay, let's try an example 2. Okay, this time we're going to find the area between, again, a concave up parabola and the straight line given by y equals x plus 3. The function for the parabola then is given by y equals 6 minus x squared, and we want to find the shaded area. Again, my first move will be to find these points in the intersection, which will serve as the limits. So what do we do there? Make y equal to y. So y the straight line is equal to y the parabola. I'm then going to bring this stuff across, and that will be x plus 3 minus 6 plus x squared is equal to 0. So that will be x squared plus 2x minus 3 equals 0. Two numbers that multiply give minus 3 and together give 2. And that's plus 3 and minus 1. X plus 3 equals 0. X minus 1 equals 0. Bring that across, that will be x equals minus 3 and x equals 1. Okay, so there's my limits. Okay, and then it's going to be upper minus lower, because we're looking at an area between curves. Okay, so let's identify the upper function. So let's travel into the shaded area and move up. And we move up to arrive at the curve. There's the curve there, so that must be the upper function. 6 minus x squared. And we're going to subtract the lower function, which is the straight line. Put a bracket around that. And next move is to open that up and then collect together like terms. Okay, so between 1 and minus 3, 6 minus x squared minus x minus 3. And then collect together like terms. Okay, so 6 minus 3 is 3, minus x minus 2x minus x squared. Okay, so let's integrate it. Integrate 3 becomes 3x minus 2x squared over 2 minus x cubed over 3. Between 1 and minus 3, can cancel that down, so I'm going to capitalise on that. 3x minus x squared minus x cubed over 3 between 1 and minus 3. Okay, so it's 3 lots of 1 minus 1 squared minus 1 cubed over 3, close the bracket, minus open up. 3 lots of minus 3 minus 3 squared minus 3 cubed over 3. Okay, 3 lots of 1 is 3, minus 1 third, minus open up, minus 9, minus 3 squared is 9, put a minus in front of it is minus 9, minus 3 cubed is minus 27, put a minus in front of it is plus 27 over 3 is plus 9. Okay, 3 minus 1 is 2, so it's 2 minus 1 third, close the bracket, minus, okay, minus 18 plus 9, minus 9. Okay, so 2, I'm going to write that in thirds, so it's going to be 6 thirds minus 1 third minus 9. That's 5 thirds plus 9, 5 thirds plus 27 thirds, and that is 32 thirds. Check, and it can be simplified, which you can, 32 over 3 square units. Okay, let's try an example 3. Okay, so we're going to find the shaded area here. We're told that this curve is y equals 6 minus 3 over 2 x squared, and that curve there is y equals 4 minus x squared. Okay, first thing is I need to find my limits, so let's make y equal to y. So 6 minus 3 over 2 x squared equals 4 minus x squared. Okay, that 2 is causing a bit of difficulty, so let's eliminate that by multiplying everything in the equation by 2. So that'll be 12 minus, times that by 2 and they cancel out. So it's just minus 3x squared is equal to 8 minus 2x squared. I'm then going to bring everything across. 12 minus 3x squared minus 8 plus 2x squared is equal to 0. We'll then get 4 minus x squared equals 0. That's a difference of 2 squares. So that's 2 plus x bracket 2 minus x equals 0. So 2 plus x equals 0. 2 minus x equals 0. So that's x is minus 2 and x is, well, 2 take away something that's 0, it must be 2, so x equals 2. Okay, so between 2 and minus 2, upper minus lower. Okay, so the upper function, let's go into the middle and travel up. Okay, so that is the upper function. 6 minus 3 over 2x squared minus the lower function, which then is this one, 4 minus x squared. Okay, so between 2 and minus 2, 6 minus 3 over 2x squared minus 4 plus x squared. Okay, so let's now collect things together. 6 minus 4 is 2. Minus 3 over 2 squared plus x squared. Well, minus 3 halves plus 2 halves is minus 1 half minus a half x squared. Okay, so let's integrate now. 2 becomes 2x minus a half x cubed over 3 between 2 and minus 2. Okay, so that's 2x minus, we'll think about half. If you get half and you divide into 3 bits, each bit is a sixth. X cubed between 2 and minus 2, and I'm ready to sub things in now. So it's 2 lots of 2 minus 1/6 of 2 cubed, close the bracket, minus open up. 2 lots of minus 2 minus 1/6 of minus 2 cubed, close the bracket. 2 lots of 2 is 4, 2 cubed is 8, so it's a 6 of 8, that's 8/6, that's 4/3, so that's 2 cubed is 8. 8 times a 6 is 8/6, which is 4/3, so I should just simplify that immediately. 2 lots of minus 2 is minus 4, minus 2 cubed is minus 8, minus 8 times minus a 6 is plus 8/6 plus 4/3 again. Okay, so that's going to be 12/3 minus 4/3, close the bracket, minus 12/3 plus 4/3. Okay, so that's going to be 8/3 minus 8/3, and that's 8/3 plus 8/3. Final answer then is 16/3 units squared. Okay, so for next day then, you're going to try these. This one, so to find the shaded area, the upper function is given by this one, the lower function is this one. So upper minus lower, get the limits, identify the upper minus the lower, and integrate and take it from there.